JK Paper is a talent house. So I must say that we keep on scouting talent. We look at various options when we go talent scouting. We go to campuses. We do internal people search. We develop in-house talent, and we firmly believe in succession planning. But also we look at the market laterally. So we look at the competitors very constantly. We look at how people are doing at their levels. It could be in sales, it could be in marketing, it could be in manufacturing. Because we have a pan-India presence, and we look at major of the competitors and look at who are the people managing volume of the business. So we keep a tab of them, we keep on talking to them through our consultants or sometimes directly also. And whenever there is an opportunity, we try to invite them to have a meeting with us, and we try to convince that how working together can be beneficial for both the organizations. So that is how we keep a tab on our talent. We constantly believe in upskilling the game, and of lately, for the last 2.5 years, we are focusing more on digitalization, AI analytics, So that is now the game changer which we are having. We have got a very transparent level of communication. So there are at least 10 to 12 forums where the management is communicating transparently with the employees. So that is one big advantage where people can speak out and ask queries. If you look at the paper industry standards, the average market attrition is at around 12 to 13%. 4 years back, we had an issue in terms of retaining people, but slowly, due to a lot of initiatives in the last 3 or 4 years, we have reduced the attrition to as low as 7 to 8%. The first and foremost is how do we create a balance in the mind of the employees that they are secured in this kind of environment. So once you give that kind of security to the employee, I think they are very happy in terms of staying back into the organization. We have got our own groups, medical hospital, where there are executive health checkups which they can go to and relate to. Of lately, we also introduced a benevolent scheme. Any employee who unfortunately, if he expires, then the company comes forward and tries to help him due to his contribution. So these are some of the schemes which has worked very, very well. The most important, there is one more scheme which has happened is scholarship schemes. So anybody who is desirous of adding value to his curriculum or skill level, they can take that scheme. They can take admission to the management institutes or courses, and company funds that also. So that is also one very important scheme which has helped people retain within the organization. See, couple of initiatives which we have taken at the unit level is creating domain experts. So if you look at all the functions at the units, there are people who are specialized in the skills, and they take charge of those domains. We have created around 36 domain experts who are there in the organization. So that is one aspect of it. Second aspect is we hire a lot of training engineers. If you look at the numbers, we hire at least 300 training engineers, and they go through the grind. With recent acquisitions of our foray into the packaging business, there are a lot of opportunities in this organization. So we are in paper, we are into packaging, we are into corrugation, we are into monocartons, and at least there are 13-14 manufacturing units which are there within JK Paper. So that also gives us a bandwidth in terms of leveraging our strength. At the leadership level, there are various courses which we impart to the employees. There are 360-degree appraisals, there are assessments, there are psychometric tests. So these are some of the things where an employee is aware of his shortcomings or development. So then we have coaches and mentors who take them through their deficiencies and development area, and we try to build on those gaps. And that is how we try to develop an employee. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the efforts of our directors. I think it is only due to the support we have been able to drive diversity on a very sustainable basis. 2 years back, I think the diversity percentage was less than 3%. In 2 years, there has been a concerted effort in terms of how we ramp up the diversity population in JK Paper. We have a target of reaching 8% in next 2 years. In last 2 years, we have done humongous progress in terms of hiring diversity candidates and bringing female employees in the head office also, in sales and marketing also, as well as in manufacturing division. 2 months back, we have started a manufacturing line at our Shirpur paper mills, which is totally run by female employees. I think it's one flagship initiative which no paper industry has done in this country. Currently, we stand at 6% of the diversity, but the target is to take it to 8% in next year. We have got a lot of forums for just diversity female candidates only. Each of the floor of this organization has got a diversity representative, and she is responsible for her area. So if there is any grievances from any female employees, she is supposed to contact that, and that lady is supposed to tell the management that. See, the effectiveness of HR initiatives is very, very transparent. We have got 3-4 more forums where how do we do it? There is a annual presentation of HR initiatives to the directors, which happens on the HR initiatives. Then there are presentations to the directors on the industrial relations initiative, which happens on a regular basis, and is presented to the whole directors in charges who are present here. So that shows the commitment of the. Now coming to the reality of operations, how do we gauge it and how do we track it? We do 3 things. Every 2 years, we do employee engagement surveys, and we track those matrices. What are the strength areas? What are the developmental areas? The strength areas we try to maintain and increase. The development areas we try to cover up the gaps. Then we have pulse surveys, and then we have dipstick surveys. So these are 3 other real measures where each employee is free to give and it's a confidential kind of surveys. So each employee is very free to give his or her opinion, and that is how we come to know that what is the impact of the initiatives which we are driving, what is the impact of the policies which we are driving.